Finally, don't forget to wishlist Monster Hunter Wilds, the latest title in the Monster Hunter series.
Ale está. Hola y bienvenidos. Vamos a ver el CAPCOM Next. A ver qué novedades salen. Y pues yo soy Chava. Y bienvenidos. Esperamos un Dino Crisis.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Capcom Next Summer 2024.
Okay.
Today we'll be giving updates on 3 titles. Dead Rising is back from the dead with a deluxe remaster. Check out this and other games from Capcom this summer.
Okay.
But first, we'd like to tell you about this title.
Qué bonito, qué bonito. Oh shit. Está todo chido. Kenitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Una vez.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess will launch on July 19th, 2024.
Okay.
We're
19
excited for
julio
you to immerse
2024.
yourself in the unique Japanese-inspired setting. The innovative gameplay combines elements of both action and strategy games. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess is set on Mount Kafuku, which has been covered by defilement. When the sun sets, the sinister seeds emerge to attack the mountain.
Órale, qué bonito se ve.
During the day, you'll explore the villages. Help fix the broken contraptions and purify the villagers. Then you'll be able to give the villagers roles and choose where to place them.
Es un Defense Tower, qué
It's
lindo.
critical to use your daylight
huevo.
time wisely. The game will test the player's decision-making abilities. During the night phase, the Seeth attack the villages. Fight with the protagonist So's graceful sword attacks. Issue commands to the villagers, helping you to protect the maiden Yoshiro.
Órale, qué bonito se ve.
The player repeats this day-night cycle and purifies villages with Yoshiro to bring peace back to the mountain. The Seeth attack the villages in many different
Parece
forms.
ser como hecho con
Getting help from the villagers is essential to make it through the wide
El
array of challenges
re-engine.
presented.
¿Es que? Re-engine.
Upgrade villager roles to give yourself more support. You can freely reset upgrades and redistribute them to other roles. Customize the roles however you want.
Órale, qué bonito se ve.
You'll also be able to upgrade So as you play through the game. Upgrade attacks, unlock archery, and use skills to summon the villagers. There are a variety of elements that can be upgraded. Combine So's upgrades with abilities from Tsuba Guards and Mazo Talismans.
Ahí está.
Expand the strategies and actions the player can take. Work effectively with the villagers and guide Yoshiro as you purify the villages.
Okay.
Next, take a look at this.
No sé. ¡Ah, oye, you demo! ¿Cuándo? ¿Dónde? Ay. ¿Para qué consola? ¿En dónde se puede jugar? Y por favor dime que Nintendo Switch, ¿no es cierto? No, esta no va a correr en el Nintendo Switch. Esto no corre en el Nintendo Switch, ¿no? Sí, es Play 5, Play 4, Xbox One. ¡Órale!
The demo version will be available from today. You can play part of the main story in a demo version, and there's no limit on playtime or the number of times you can play.
¡Órale! ¡Qué bonito!
We're excited for you to experience this unique combination of action and strategy.
A huevo, tenemos
We
this
also
demo.
have a new announcement.
Ah, yo pensé que era... ¡Okami! Oh shit, sí, pues. ¿Cómo no? ¿Cómo no?
To celebrate the demo version, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess will have a collaboration with the 2006 action-adventure
A nadie
hit
le sorprende.
Okami. Collaboration costumes for the main character, So, and the maiden Yoshiro. There will be collaboration weapons, and we have collaboration music in the game as well. In order to celebrate the Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess demo, we're having a special festival. One of the themes of Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is working with others to achieve a goal. If enough players work together and try the demo version, we will include the Okami collaboration items as a free title update on release day for everyone who purchases a copy of the game. For details, please see our website and social media accounts.
Wow, sí, no, qué precioso se ve. Quiero.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is available for pre-order. The Mazo talismans for So and a mini art book are included as pre-order bonuses.
Órale.
Check out the demo version, available today.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. 19 de julio, o sea, en dos.
Next up, a new look for some fan favorites. Want the inside scoop on the recently revealed Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster?
Okay.
We've put together an exclusive top secret program full of undead mayhem. Join us as we sit down with key development team members from each title to unearth the secrets of Dead Rising and the new look for Resident Evil 7. First, take a look at the trailer.
Well, the Rising. Bueno, es que Dead Rising es Dead Rising, no mames. Ajá, el HD Remaster.
Say, buddy, imagine something about research for a story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Frank West, a huevo. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Órale.
What? Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there. Those ain't zombies. What would you call them?
Pareciera que es el mismo juego, utilizando el re-engine. Ah, los psicópatas. Este 19, güey, no mames. Play 5.
What you just witnessed
Xbox
is the
Series.
newly released trailer for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. You may be thinking, that looks like a full-on remake. We had the same thought, so we spoke with 3 key staff to get to the bottom of this deluxe remaster. We began our investigation with director Ryosuke Murai. Well, actually, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to call this game a remake, considering the work we put into it.
Okay.
Before we could even ask a question, Murai was giving us the inside scoop about the game. The first thing you'll notice is the improved graphics.
Okay.
The new specs allow the game to run at 4K 60 FPS.
Okay.
We've also made quite a few quality of life improvements, like the ability to move while aiming, as well as other adjustments to make controlling Frank more intuitive. Thanks to popular demand, we've added an autosave feature and fine-tuned the user interface. The game will be fully voiced in 9 languages, with text in 14, giving more players around the world a chance to enjoy characters' dialogue.
El Capcom Next,
We've also made some
bienvenido.
improvements to NPC
Ándale
behavior
ahí.
that we hope will make surviving the zombie
Es el Capcom
apocalypse
Next,
with all the
esperando
colorful characters that much more
Un nuevo
enjoyable.
Dino Crisis o un Resident Evil.
That sounds like a
¿Cuáles son
complete
las
overhaul.
apuestas?
It makes me wonder if the game's main concept is still intact. If you've played the original, rest assured that its core remains unchanged in this deluxe remaster. We did our best to respect the direction of the original game. We kept the fundamental gameplay the same while improving upon the user experience. With this, we believe that both veterans and newcomers alike will be able to enjoy a fresh experience. Our goal was to ensure that today's players would experience the same shock players felt when the original game was released. We believe we accomplished this goal with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Yeah.
We hope that everyone will give it a try. Unable to get any definitive answers out of director Murai, we gave art director Satoshi Takamatsu the 3rd degree. It turns out he had ambitions of his own for this project. Because the original came out 18 years ago, there were many limitations during development. Thanks to nearly 2 decades of technological advancements, we were able to accomplish a lot that couldn't be done back then.
Órale, qué bonito.
For example, Resident Evil, Capcom's other zombie franchise, focused on quality over quantity. Dead Rising took a different approach. The goal was to pack as many zombies as possible into that huge shopping mall. This meant each individual zombie wasn't as polished as we would have liked. However, this time around, we were able to focus on quality as well. As the art director, I couldn't be more pleased that we were able to apply high-end modeling and production to both the main character Frank and all of the NPCs. Of course, another critical aspect of Dead Rising that we have to address is the shopping mall setting.
Órale, qué bonito.
In the original
Parece ser que
game, the
el
Willamette
re-engine
Parkview Mall is made
lo
up
están
of
usando
several
para
areas,
todo
like
y sí se ve
Plaza
mucho.
and Paradise Plaza, each with its own unique characteristics. We've taken these designs and evolved them even further by adding real-time lighting and shadow effects,
Órale.
so that each location takes on a different appearance, depending on the time of day. That's how much detail we've put into this project.
そういうところを、今回、表現できるようになったので、そこら辺も、こだわって作っております。
Okay.
アニメーショ
For
ン
character animations, we tried to limit unnecessary changes and use the original data as much as possible, especially during action scenes. We could have made them more realistic with today's tools, but we wanted to preserve the unique and comical movements that made the original Dead Rising so special.
当時のアニメーションが一番ベストだと思っておりましたので、今回はそういうふうな形をとっております。
Takamatsu was finally giving us the info we were looking for. However, we couldn't stop there. We had to know why this is called a deluxe remaster. To do that, we tracked down the game's producer and managed to get his account.
このデッドライジング
I think Dead Rising is a unique game with extremely tight game design, even by today's standards.
Okay.
However, we also knew the original game was released 18 years ago, and that improvements were needed to reach a modern audience. That's why we focused on improving playability, in addition to overhauling the graphics. This game truly deserves the title of Deluxe Remaster.
Okay.
Its unique game design allows it to stand apart from other zombie games. It feels fresh even today. Morimoto took a moment to compose himself before divulging something terrifying.
ところで、ゾンビという
Here at Capcom, we're no strangers to zombies.
Sí.
But this game takes it to another level. With a wry smile on his face, Morimoto took out his phone and showed it to us. And
No.
there it was, Resident Evil 7. in a
Resident
form we
Evil
never
en
imagined.
celular, güey.
Capcom is thrilled to bring its third Resident Evil title to the iPhone 15 Pro and other Apple devices. The game has been optimized greater than ever before to ensure the best possible RE experience. As with
Resident Evil en el
Village and
celular.
RE4, using a controller like the DualSense or a mobile controller that attaches directly to the phone allows for a surprisingly comfortable gameplay experience.
Órale.
That being said, when playing on a mobile device without a controller, we felt the standard virtual controller just didn't cut it. So the development team took it upon themselves to optimize the touch controls for Resident Evil 7 on iOS. One of the biggest challenges we faced was implementing the auto fire feature. You can enable this setting so that your weapon fires automatically when aiming at an enemy, making it much easier to play without the use of peripherals. The early Resident Evil games also had auto-aiming. Despite the differences in specs, Morimoto wasn't willing to compromise on usability. With Apple's help, he was able to take on new challenges that prioritized the immersive experience. The menu, options, and inventory are now all touchscreen compatible, allowing for a more intuitive experience. The first part of the game is free to play. Resident Evil 7 is guaranteed to be frightful fun. If you have a compatible device, we highly recommend checking it out to see what you think.
Viene con demo
Since its
también.
release in 2017, Resident Evil
play.
7 has sold 13 million copies. Now it's available in a new form on Apple devices. Up next, a confession from Koshi Nakanishi, the director behind the classic. Resident Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. And legendary director Yoshinori Kawano discloses the secret origin of Dead Rising. I feel like Dead Rising is the classic zombie game.
A huevo.
In the second half of the program, we'll learn previously untold stories about how the games were developed.
Oh.
Dead Rising
Chismecito.
Deluxe Remaster. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster will have an emergency digital launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam on September 19th.
Nice.
The Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster Digital Deluxe Edition will include additional costumes and mall background music, and will be available with the regular version on September 19th.
Órale. Qué bonito se ve.
Dead Rising fans shouldn't miss the Dead Rising Original Pack, included as a pre-order bonus. Pre-orders are available starting
Sí,
today.
ahí está Re-Engine. Sí, pues estaba hecho en esa cosa. Oye, aquí Capcom tiene que sacar esto.
Welcome to the family, son.
No mames que nada más se van a enfocar en 2 títulos. Ok. Now on sale. Órale.
How did Capcom's two major zombie games, Dead Rising and Resident Evil 7, come to be made in the first place?
No lo
We
sé,
interviewed
no
the
los va a
directors of
decir.
both titles to learn more about the games. First, we have Koshi Nakanishi, the distinguished director of Resident Evil 7. Follow along as he shares previously undisclosed information about the game's origin. When we first started development, Resident Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. The action element had been expanded, and fans reacted much more negatively than expected.
Pues sí.
In the end, an RE game has to be scary. So we took another look at it. And the general consensus from fans of the series was that a Resident Evil game is one that should scare the hell out of you. That was the starting point for Resident Evil 7. I played Resident Evil from the beginning, and those early games were terrifying. I was excited to try and make Resident Evil 7 into a game that would live up to the RE name. The fear-inducing Resident Evil that Nakanishi was after had a major impact upon its release. But the course that he chose was far from the path of least resistance.
Órale.
In order to make a fear-focused Resident Evil, many elements of the game had to be re-evaluated from scratch.
Ok.
like the setting, characters, the game system.
O sea, está
Anything that
chido,
didn't induce
pero...
fear had to change. And sometimes we
Güey,
threw the
Resident
whole
Evil
thing out.
7 ya tiene como...
And in order to make
6
it
años?
scarier, we
¿Que
decided
salió?
to go with a first-person point of view. Up to that point, RE had been third-person perspective with the
6
character on the
años?
screen.
7.
But when you're viewing the world from a safe distance behind a character, it's not as immersive and frightening. First person forces you to be up close and personal.
Ok.
And that's exactly what we were trying to accomplish. How did Kawano perceive the target audience for this game? We weren't sure whether to target a casual or core audience. However, we trusted management's concepts and made what we thought would be fun.
A ver si es...
Kawano had a range of experience directing Mega Man Legends and Breath of Fire, and he was confident in this new genre. We wanted to put the main character somewhere that was overrun with zombies. Most games might ordinarily make their main character a cop or a soldier. A badass, decked out in gear, ready for the situation.
Claro.
But we thought going in that direction would dilute the madness and unpredictability of the zombie outbreak. So, we made him a journalist. We focused the story on him being trapped in a place full of zombies, trying to escape, and rescuing survivors along the way, so that they can all make it out together.
Órale.
Kawano faced challenges during development. It's clear, though, that he still has the same passion for the game. In terms of the narrative, there's a zombie outbreak. We wanted the player to encounter people trying to escape and others who have become a bit unhinged, making them feel like they're trapped in the outbreak. On the development team, we all felt like it was a fun game, but others who saw the game were kind of taken aback. Some even asked whether it was okay to make a game that was so violent. For a second, we started to doubt ourselves. Such an innovative project was bound to grapple with internal friction.
Okay.
But Kawano had a trump card to play: fan expectations. We previewed it at a game show and got mobbed. Players loved that you could use a parasol to kill zombies or put buckets on their heads. That's when I knew we'd done it. I still can't say whether it was targeting core or casual players, but everyone loves zombies and being able to mess around with them in so many ways. I thought people in Japan and abroad would all like the game. However, RE4, a game without zombies, was released the year before. Was Dead Rising trying to dethrone the RE franchise?
Oh.
I think that makes Dead Rising one of the classics. Also, I think anything with zombies needs a sense of humor.
Ok. Cierto.
A zombie outbreak is a disaster, but I think you need to laugh too. If there are laughs, you can have some tears as well. Resident Evil, on the other hand, is cooler. The main characters are very cool.
Sí.
Kawano's continued passion for the game was evident from his intensity. Shinji Mikami made the Resident Evil games, so of course they have a sense of humor. Giant dolls appear and walk around. But I think we really filled Dead Rising with a ton of ridiculous stuff.
Qué bonito.
If you're looking for a clear answer to that question, in the context of this program, I think it's fair to say that Dead Rising is the classic zombie game. A lot of people played the game when it first came out, but it wasn't the easiest to play. Now that it's been made a little more accessible, I'm excited for those who didn't play or couldn't finish to have another chance.
Claro. Vaya, creo que
Each of the
el
directors
Capcom
had different
Next
experiences, but we'd like to
no
salute
fue el
both
lanzamiento
for their
de 3
innovative
juegos.
contributions. And finally, we managed to draw out an intriguing bit of information from director Nakanishi. We'll let him have the final comment. We're making a new Resident Evil. It was really difficult to figure out what to do after 7.
Yeah.
But I found it. And to be honest, it feels substantial.
Oh, Dios. ¿Ahí viene?
I can't share any details just yet, but I hope you're excited
Ah.
for the day I can.
¿Cómo les encanta? Nada más. Y ya.
Here's a quick roundup of the games we introduced today that will be launching soon.
No mames. Nomás para decir, tenemos un nuevo Resident Evil en el trabajo. Es así de.
Try out the demo today.
Me sorprendería que no.
Next, we have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard,
Oh, no.
which will be available for iPhone, iPad, and Mac. You can play the opening section for free.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde
And finally,
está
18 years
mi
after the
Nintendo
original release,
Switch?
we have the original
Quiero
Zombie Paradise action game,
Residence
Dead Rising
ahí.
Deluxe Remaster. This is
¿Dónde
more than your
está?
average remaster. This is a deluxe remaster, and we hope you're excited. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, and Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster are available for pre-order.
¿Ya?
That's all we have for you today.
Qué pena.
Thanks for watching.
25 minutos de.
Play up to 2 hours of Dragon's Dogma 2 during our limited time free trial campaign.
Ok.
Saved data from the trial can be transferred when purchasing the full version of the game. Venture forth and get a taste of adventure set within a fantasy world.
Nice.
Now, moving on to Capcom Summer Sale. Dragon's
Órale.
Dogma 2 and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy are on sale for the first time. Also check out Street Fighter 6 celebrating its first anniversary, Monster Hunter titles, and other popular Capcom games.
A gastar dinero, perritos.
Be sure to check out the Monster Hunter Anniversary Packs, available for a
Órale.
limited time on Steam.
Qué bonito. Steam tiene su venta.
Here are the titles you can pre-order now. Please visit the official websites for details.
¡Wow!
And finally, don't forget to wishlist Monster Hunter Wilds, the latest title in the Monster Hunter series.
Ya. Y ya. Bueno, Ok. Mis expectativas estaban muy altas. Muy altas. Qué pena. Qué pena que am, salió esto. Pero bueno, de eso se trata. De, de ver qué nos anuncian y pues bueno, queríamos información de un nuevo Resident Evil, solo para decirnos que está en desarrollo. Entonces, pues no tienen nada que mostrar aún. Entonces, pues sigamos. Y pues bueno, yo soy Chava. Muchas gracias. Pasen a todos los canales de GoKate y vean nuestros episodios, podcast. Y nos vemos en el futuro. Hasta luego.